Hey, this is Russ. Hey, I wanted to tell you guys a little story about getting a car. All right. If you're in the market to buy a car or lease a car, let me tell you a story. Okay. Years ago, when we first got a car out in California, I think it took us close to 5 or 6 hours before we were out of that dealership. It took forever to get in and out of there. It didn't happen. It just took forever. And my wife was pregnant at the time with our daughter. And so it wasn't comfortable for her to just sit there the whole time, but they still force you to sit there. I don't know what takes these guys so long to get a car. Anyways, years later, I didn't want to go through that kind of hassle again. And I learned that you need to tell the sales guy, you got to get me out of here fast. Otherwise, I'm not buying this car. If you say that, you'll get out of there quickly. Okay. First time I tried that to one dealer, he got me out of there in about 2.5 hours, something like that. I did it to another dealer. He got me out of there 2 hours and 15 minutes. They seem to keep upping themselves. These are different dealers. This last time, I leased a car. All right. Actually, I've been leasing cars this is my third lease of the car. Same model car. All right. It's just every 3 years I get a new car because of it. So anyways, I was in for an oil change, and you have to wait for your oil change. And so I wandered into the car showroom to take a look at the new cars. And of course, the sales guys kind of pounce on you at that point, and I kind of expected that to happen. So there's this younger guy. He comes in and he introduces himself and he says, "Are you looking to buy another car?" And I said, "No, I'm just waiting for my oil change." He goes, "Oh, okay." He says, "Well, when you're ready to buy a car, what would you be buying?" I says, "Well, I won't be buying it. I'll be leasing it again. And I would lease the exact same model." He says, "Oh, okay." He says, "Well, when you're ready, I hope you call on me." And he was a nice guy. So I told him, I says, "All right, I will promise you when I come in and it's time for my lease, I will contact you." And I did. Okay. Well, actually, he contacted me. He's been sending me emails and things. And so last April, my mom passed away, and we were in the midst of getting the funeral together. And I got contacted by the car dealership. And the sales guy said, "Are you ready to take another lease on the car?" And I told him, I says, "Look, I'm so sorry, but I'm in the middle of putting together my mom's funeral. I don't think I will do it right away. And by the way, do you happen to have this particular model in this color?" And he says, "Yes, we have one." So, he says, I can get you into that car. And I says, "Well, all right, here's what I'm going to do. If you can get me in and out of that car dealership in less than 2 hours, I will come in and do it. I don't have time. I have to get moving on this thing because I have, the funeral to plan." So he says, "Come on in. We'll take care of it. In the meantime, give me this information." We were doing this over email and stuff. He says, "Give me this information. I can get started. And then when you walk in the door, we can move quicker." So about a month or two before that, I had actually come in and test driven the car. I wanted to see if there was any changes to that, the current model year. And essentially it drove a little bit better. It actually did. And essentially it's the same car though. But anyways, got in there and, he did his thing real quickly, and then he sent me off to the finance manager. Now, let me tell you a little story. The finance manager is really the salesperson. I don't know if you guys know that, but the sales guy makes a deal with you, and he goes back and forth to his manager and all that kind of stuff, which I really hate. They don't have power to do anything. And we agree on a price. Then they send you off to the finance manager. The finance manager really isn't there for financing. You know what that person's really there to do? Sell you upgrades. It's true. So they usually say, "Do you want undercoating? Do you want extended warranty on your tires? Do you want better this and that? And do you want extended warranty on this and that?" And by the time they're done, they can tack on thousands of extra dollars. Okay. But she knew from my salesperson, he says, "You got to get this guy out of here fast." And it's a lease. I'm not going to upgrade anything. Why would I upgrade anything? I'm going to give back the car in 3 years anyways. So she says, "You're not going to do anything, are you?" He says, "No, get me out of here." Sure enough, under 2 hours. So it keeps getting better. The time to get out of there is a lot better every single time I've done this. So that's my hint to you. And never let them know never let, if you're gonna buy a car, never let them know you're paying cash, okay? Because they're not gonna think they're gonna make enough money on you, you know. So never mention that. Only mention that when you're finally almost finished. Then you can tell them, okay, I'm gonna give you cash for this. All right. They're hoping that you finance it, or they're hoping that you lease it. They're hoping for one of those two things. They don't really want to get the cash, right? You can look up on other videos to find out why, but really don't ever say that to them. Just tell them that you're there and you're open to any options, you know, finance options, everything. And then at the end, tell them, okay, forget it. I'm just going to give you cash, and then give them cash. All right. Okay. Nobody comes in with cash, but you can get a cashier's check made out for the car, right? And never take possession of that car unless everything is absolutely perfect. Because once you drive that car out the door, if there's even one little thing, believe me, they won't take you seriously because you now own that car. So you get everything taken care of before you drive the car out the door. Anyways, I thought I'd share that story with you about car purchases and car leasing. All right. And by the way, I did look at my car's odometer today because I was out in the world again. I had to make some errands. And for a car that I got last April, right, so it's only not even really 13 months old, it's got 7,400 miles on it. Now, you may say, well, you don't drive. Yeah, well, I didn't drive this past year. I had a knee surgery done. I was stuck in the house the whole time. And now we have all these things going on in the world. Now, interestingly enough, gas prices have plummeted. And so we got great gas prices, but nowhere to go. Hey, if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and definitely hit the bell icon because that'll tell you when new videos from me come out. I'll talk to you guys next time.